people, it's Keisha Prince. Today we're going to talk about how age is just a number. And we look at King Kazu, the 55-year-old pro. And this post is really just to encourage a lot of you, because a lot of you guys have been messaging me, asking me, can I still make it, blah, blah, blah. And the question is, listen, if the guy at the age of 55 years old is playing in the fourth division in Japan as a professional, then yes, the question is yes, the answer is yes, you can still make it. Now it just depends on where, we'll be specific. So just give you a background. This number, he is 55 years old and he was born in 1967, okay? And what was interesting about him when I was doing research about him was that he actually started playing football even late. He started playing football, yes, he started playing football when he was young, but he actually left Japan and went over to Brazil when he was 15 years old. And that shows you the foundation that he is, because he still plays really well. Like, he doesn't play full 90 minutes, he plays like 15, 20 minutes, 10, but he comes on and he puts in a shift. You wouldn't be able to tell his age unless somebody told you, oh, this guy, obviously you look at him, you can tell he's old, but the way he plays, he's very efficient. He doesn't run for the sake of running. So basically he signed with Sao Paulo, Santos and a few other Brazilian teams, so his foundation was set, which then took him back to Japan, and the rest was history. He's also an international. He played in Italy, Australia, and like I said, now he's sitting playing fourth division in Japan. And what's interesting as well about his diet, when I was looking at him, like, man, this guy's got to be disciplined, because now you see a lot of pros like Wesley Snyder, Nazari, the list goes on of many people who transform into the uncle body, and that there you got to restrain from. But he's very disciplined, and what he says that he does is he wake up every day at 5 a.m. to eat breakfast to keep his body in order, and he has a very strict fitness program, and he has imported water from Italy, which he calls it orange juice. So he has a special water from Italy. He doesn't drink water from his country, it's from Italy. I don't know what type of water this is. I haven't done any deep research, but it's interesting. He also, what he does as well is have an ice bath all the time, ice bath. And he has a high protein diet with low fat, and he loves eating steak, fillets and salads to keep his iron level at a certain level. And if his iron level drops, then he will eat liver. He also checks his own body weight 5 times a day to make sure he's not letting himself go, and make sure his body is in the correct order for him to continue to play. And he says that he's not looking to retire until he's about 60 years old. So to wrap this up is this: if you're going to say to yourself, what, I can't make it as a pro, you got to be specific in terms of what countries. For example, England, for you to say you're going to be playing at the top flight, where it's fourth division, like League 2, League 1, whatever, over here at that age, it's not going to happen. They're just not going to do it. Maybe potentially you're looking at non-league, but it's not going to happen at that level. So a lot of countries, and it's saying that is because the mentality of a lot of countries outside of England have a different mentality in terms of where they look at age. So when I'm telling players about, oh, I'm 30 years old, I was playing at this level, do you think I should still make it as a pro? I said, yeah, because even in Spain, they had, I can't remember his name, he made his first international appearance when he was 35 years old. He was playing in the third or fourth division in Spain before he got moved up. So there's countries like Spain, Romania, those sort of countries, Asia, that if you're happy to, if you love football, love the game, because this guy loves the game, and you still want to make it pro, then you got to look at that age, or a lot older, should I say, past 30 years old. Then you need to look outside the UK and go to those sort of countries who really promote. You can go on transfer market and look at the age of the league, and it will tell you which countries actually prefers or has the most current older players in. I've got friends who are still playing in the Scandinavian leagues, and they are 35, 36 years old. I've got some friends are in one in Thailand as well, 37, and they're on pro. One's in Thailand, not Thailand, I think it's in China, on very good money on a pro, 38 years old. So it depends on what you want to do. If you're playing at the highest, if you say you want to play on the highest level at this age, it's virtually impossible, very hard. Very few has the body structure or the genetics to be able to compete. Even Ronaldo, CR7, is struggling to be able to perform at his age at this highest level. Zlatan had to rebirth himself. You have to take a lot of consideration in terms of your body structure, etc. So hope this video helps encourage you, especially you young bucks that keep messaging saying, I don't know if I can make it, and you're still 17. Listen, you've still got milk on your breath. Yeah, you're still young, you can still make it. Okay, but it just, like I said, it's where and what level we're talking about.